Imagine waking up to the sharp clang of bolt cutters severing your security chain, only to realize it's your nosy HOA president stealing your government-issued vehicle while you're deployed overseas. What started as a petty parking beef exploded into a federal felony frenzy that sent her packing for 8 years behind bars. In the manicure hell of Evergreen Meadows, a gated community in suburban Virginia where every lawn was trimmed to exactly 2 inches and Christmas lights had to match the neighborhood palette or face fines, lived Alex Rivera, a quiet Army Reserve intelligence analyst who'd just joined a federal counter-narcotics task force. Alex had inherited his late abuelo's modest ranch-style home, a place filled with the ghost sense of spicy chorizo and old baseball mitts from childhood summers. He was overseas now, knee-deep in operations tracking cartel shipments across borders, leaving his sister Sophia, a soft-spoken community college librarian, to house sit. Evergreen seemed peaceful on the surface, with its sparkling community pool and monthly barbecues. But underneath bubbled a cauldron of absurd rules enforced by the HOA board, turning neighbors into spies and driveways into battlegrounds. Enter Gloria Hargrove, the HOA president who'd reigned supreme for a decade. A 55-year-old former PTA enforcer with a pearl necklace that screamed "I'm reasonable" while her eyes darted like a hawk spotting a rogue weed. Gloria drove a spotless silver Mercedes, quoted community harmony like scripture, and measured mailbox heights with a laser level. Her husband, Ted, a mid-level bureaucrat in the county zoning office, gave her that untouchable vibe. She'd whisper about upholding standards while slapping fines on anyone who dared park a work van overnight. It's not personal, she'd coo at meetings, her smile as fake as her highlights. It's about preserving our little slice of the American dream. But everyone knew, question her, and you'd find anonymous notes in your mailbox about suspicious activities or wake up to a lean threat. The trouble brewed quietly at first. Alex's task force-issued Ford Explorer sat in the driveway, its subtle federal plates and tinted windows blending in like any SUV. But Gloria spotted it during her daily compliance patrol, binoculars in hand from her golf cart, scanning for infractions like a suburban Stasi agent. "That thing looks like it belongs in a junkyard," she muttered to her vice president over iced tea, ignoring the official decals. A violation notice landed in Sophia's mailbox: unauthorized commercial vehicle, $75 daily fine. Remove immediately to maintain aesthetic integrity. Sophia, ever the diplomat, knocked on Gloria's door with a plate of cookies and Alex's deployment papers. "He's serving our country." "Ma'am, this is government property, maybe we can work something out?" Gloria's response was a masterclass in polite venom. She adjusted her pearls, peering over her reading glasses with a pitying smile. "Oh, honey, military service is admirable, but rules are rules. We can't have eyesores lowering property values. Think of the children playing nearby. If your brother cared about the community, he'd park that monstrosity elsewhere." Sophia bit her tongue, sensing the undercurrent of disdain. But inside, she noted every word, every twitch of Gloria's perfectly Botoxed forehead. Whispers spread, neighbors clucked about that military guy bringing trouble, fueled by Gloria's subtle posts on the community app. Concerned about safety? Report violations anonymously. Alex, patching in from a dusty outpost via spotty video, advised patience. Document everything. Sis. These types trip themselves up. He knew from his intel work, bullies like Gloria thrived on fear. But evidence was their kryptonite. The fines piled up like autumn leaves, $75 turning into $500 in weeks, while Gloria ramped up her campaign. She organized a neighborhood watch meeting, standing at the podium in her crisp blazer, voice dripping with faux concern. "We've got to protect our serene environment from disruptions. That SUV? It's practically a hazard, blocks sight lines. Attracts undesirables. Murmurs rippled through the crowd, a few veterans shifted uncomfortably, recalling their own slaps on the wrist for noisy barbecues post-deployment. Sophia attended. Phone recording discreetly in her purse. When she raised her hand, Gloria's eyes narrowed. Yes. Dear? Sophia kept it cool. The bylaws exempt government vehicles, page 47. Section 3. My brother's protecting us overseas, isn't that worth a pass? Gloria's laugh was sharp. Like breaking glass. Exemptions? That's open to interpretation. We're a family-oriented community. Not a parking lot for federal junk. Next question. Back home. Sophia dug deeper, poring over old HOA minutes in Abuelo's dusty attic. Buried in faded printouts, Gloria had pushed amendments years ago to discourage transient elements, code for military folks with irregular schedules and unsightly gear. It wasn't random, it was a pattern. The Smiths, a Navy couple, had been fined out of the neighborhood for their boat trailer. The Lees, Air Force vets, faced noise complaints for their kids' playdates. Gloria feared instability tanking her re-election in Ted's zoning perks for upscale developments. Sophia shared snippets with Alex during their encrypted calls. She's building an empire on bullshit rules, he whispered. The hum of generators in the background. Keep watching, her mask will crack. Gloria's next salvo hit like a sucker punch, a certified letter demanding immediate removal or towing at owner's expense, see seat to Ted's office and local code enforcement. Health and safety violation, potential environmental hazard from vehicle fluids. Pure fabrication. But the tow truck idled outside the next day. Driver eyeing the Explorer warily. Sophia confronted Gloria on the sidewalk. Heart pounding but voice steady. This is federal property, you can't touch it. Gloria smirked. Phone in hand snapping photos. Watch me. Sweetie. Abandoned vehicles are fair game. Your brother's service doesn't excuse neglect. The irony burned, Alex was dismantling cartels. Yet this pearl-clutching queen acted like his SUV was the real threat. Sophia's quiet fury ignited. She contacted Alex's JAG officer, forwarding every email, photo, and recording. The response was gold. This isn't HOA drama, it's tampering with U.S. assets. Alex activated the vehicle's remote cams from afar, capturing Gloria trespassing, measuring tire treads, peering through windows like a bad spy thriller. Gotcha, he murmured in his tent, the feed showing her smug grin. Neighbors started whispering back to Sophia, she's gone too far. One veteran slipped her a note, count me in, we're tired of her reign. Gloria, sensing pushback, doubled down. Posting on the app, supporting violators undermines our values. Report concerns to maintain harmony. But her harmony reeked of control freakery. And the cracks showed in her increasingly shrill voicemails to Sophia, remove it now. Or face leans, and good luck with your job hunt, Ted knows everyone. The pressure cooker hissed louder as Gloria hired elite patrol services, 2 rent-a-cops in a dented van circling the block hourly, logging observations on the Explorer. They cornered Sophia at the grocery store, badges gleaming under fluorescent lights. Ma'am, that vehicle's a security risk, military types sometimes bring issues home. PTSD. You know? Sophia's eyes widen in mock surprise. Phone recording. Issues? Like protecting freedom while you harass families? The guard leaned in. Breath like cheap coffee. Just saying. Communities like this prefer stability. No offense. Offense taken and recorded. Alex's task force boss. LT. Ramirez. Got the footage, they're surveilling Fed gear? That's our wheelhouse. Federal alerts pinged, Gloria's patrol had just graduated to potential espionage. Sophia uncovered the dirt, Gloria's emails to other HOAs. Sharing templates for military-targeted fines. Tied to Ted's deals for exclusive condos free of transient risks. It was a network of petty tyrants swapping tips on discrimination. All under the guise of standards. Alex. Between missions. Coordinated, build the file, her ego will do the rest. Gloria escalated wildly. Showing up at Sophia's work with a concerned citizen petition. We worry about influences on our youth, she told the dean. Voice honeyed poison. Sophia overheard, military families bring drama, best to nip it. The moxie, accusing protectors of chaos while stirring the pot herself. Neighbors turned, anonymous tips flooded Sophia's inbox about Gloria's embezzlement, pool funds vanishing into administrative costs like her spa days. The app exploded with subtle shade, harmony? More like hypocrisy. Gloria's mask slipped in a heated doorstep showdown with Sophia. You think you're clever? Hiding behind your brother's uniform? This community bows to me. Sophia smiled thinly. Bows? Sounds like a dictatorship. Not democracy. Gloria stormed off. But her patrols intensified. Now with flashlights at night probing the explorer's locks. The boiling point hit at dawn. The suburban silence shattered by the metallic snip-snip of bolt cutters. Gloria. In a silk robe and wild bedhead. Directed a shady tow guy she'd paid under the table. Hurry, it's an eyesore. The driver hesitated at the Fed markings. Lady. This screams trouble. Gloria waved him off. Voice hysterical, I'm in charge here. Tow it now. Or I'll report you. Sophia burst out. Phone lid streaming, that's theft of government property. Gloria whirled. Face twisted in righteous rage. Property? It's trash. Your kind doesn't belong in decent neighborhoods. The tow hooked up. But as it rumbled away, Alex's remote kill switch engaged, the engine died mid-street. Alarms blaring like a banshee. Federal marshals swarmed within minutes. Sirens piercing the morning fog. Gloria froze. Cutters dangling. As agents cuffed her, tampering with classified assets, felony territory. The tow driver bolted. Leaving tire skids, neighbors gawked from windows. Phones out. Gloria sputtered, this is outrageous. I was enforcing rules. But the cams had it all, her frantic lock cutting. The tow. Her rant about your kind. LT. Ramirez arrived. Badge flashing, rules? You just compromised a narcotics op worth millions in intel. Gloria's pearl clutch turned to panic. Ted's calls went unanswered as feds raided their home. Uncovering cooked books and discrimination dossiers. The fallout was deliciously chaotic. Media descended, HOA Queen busts Fed ride, faces Fed time. Congressional hearings loomed on military protections. Gloria's network crumbled as accomplices flipped. She babbled in court, I was protecting values. The judge's retort, values? Like equality under law? 8 years federal time. Plus restitution wiping her savings. Ted got 5. Barred from office forever. Evergreen reformed under new leadership, Sophia at the helm. Bylaws shielding service families. The park where Gloria's inspections happened now bore a plaque, Freedom Field, honoring those who serve. Alex returned to cheers. The neighborhood a haven. Not a hell. Sophia's advocacy group boomed. Turning victims into victors nationwide. But here's the twist that lingers, in a world of rigid rules. Was Gloria the real villain? Or just a product of a system that rewards control freaks? You tell me, was her downfall justice served? Or overkill for a parking spat? Drop your take below and let's debate who truly disrupts the peace.